I'm telling you, start speaking from your heart, dude, you will feel alive. When you start living in alignment with your true self, regardless of what people say, you are going to be feeling like you're walking around with an absolute fire inside of your chest. That fire that is dormant in so many of us, that used to exist whenever we as young children and kids, that's how to ignite that fire again, is by living close to that burning fire, living according to the truth, and it just resonates inside of us, man. Say that you have like a romantic partner or a business partner or a friend of yours or something. You guys are going good for a long time, and then it just kind of reaches this point where it's like you're afraid to kind of bring up a topic, and you guys pass each other in the halls. You're like, hey, what's up? But there's like this thing in between you guys. Eventually, you just kind of level and you bring it up to the person. It's like, hey man, like this happened, I feel some type of way about it, and dude, what the hell? And you just level with them. They're like, man, I've been feeling the same way, man, I wish we'd have brought this up sooner. And you guys just spill it all, you know, when you talk just straight from the heart. After the conversation is done, you're like, it like rejuvenates your friendship. I feel like once you do that, you just feel alive. And the reason I bring this concept up is because in the type of society we live in, you can't really speak what's on your mind. You have to say the politically correct thing. You know, what is popular, like, oh, you can't say that. And the thing is, you leave all of these situations and issues that are just elephants in the room, and they never get addressed. And if you never address those issues, then you actually can't ever build anything constructive. All of the obstacles still lay at the heart of everything going on rather than getting addressed. There's a couple different ways that I wanted to take this kind of topic. It wasn't really that way, but the way that I wanted to take it was living from the inside out, and why it's so important for us to do that as individuals. The best way that I can describe it is everything in nature comes from a seed. Whether it's an animal, you know, you got a sperm, you got an egg, the botanical world, all of your plants have seeds. And inside of the seed, it has everything that it needs to become the full, say, an apple tree, you know, apple seed. It has everything inside of it that it needs to become an apple tree one day that bears fruit. We have everything inside of us as human beings. It's just up to us to live a rigorously honest life according to our conscience and walk out what is inside of us for us to actually become who we're supposed to be one day. I believe our conscience is the authentic voice of God that is driving us. It's our higher self. And there's two voices. We can heed the voice that's saying, no, give in. You know, it's cool if we don't do this. And then there's that other voice that it doesn't call us out, it calls us up. Basically, there's that higher voice that if we live in alignment with it, then we're going to see success. We're going to see all of the things come to fruition in our life that can be. Like, we all know we should be working out. We all know we should invest our money. We all know the things that we should be doing, but we don't do them. And so the thing is, I feel like whenever we go against that authentic voice, that higher voice, one thing we can't trick is our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind will never let us off the hook. Our subconscious is the authentic voice of God, our conscience. And so whenever we're living off and we're not living in alignment with that voice is whenever the anxiety sets in, whenever that depression sets in, because we're not doing everything that we know we're supposed to be doing. And whenever we go to bed at night, that higher voice just won't let our head hit the pillow right. We can't go against the things that are inside of us. So the reason I say speaking from the heart, living from the heart, you know, I believe that it is living from that seed that is inside of us. There's actually a ancient book that I read from time to time, and it said that cowards will not enter the kingdom of heaven. And I believe that to mean that I have placed a seed inside of you, of myself. It is your authentic voice, and a coward will never inherit the kingdom of heaven on earth if he can't walk out what is inside of you. If you mold and shift and shape all of your actions and everything that you do based off of everybody else's standard, then you'll never inherit the kingdom of heaven on earth. But if you can actually have the courage to walk out what is inside of you, then you can have it. But you can't be a coward. And it takes courage to stand in the face of 100 people saying, oh no, this is cool, this is, you know, all of these topics of the day that are destructive, and being like, nope, that's not the way. It takes courage to do that. It takes courage to be your true self. It takes courage to walk out what is inside of you despite what everybody else is saying. But the thing is, I feel like society has been kind of structured this way to get us to go against what is actually inside of us, because if we actually heed the voice that is inside of us, it's that voice that wants us to conquer. It's that voice that wants us to do our absolute best. It's our voice that tells us, like I said, we know we need to be working out. We know we need to be eating right. We know we need to be providing for our families. We know we need to be doing charitable acts. Like all of this stuff, it leads us to being the best person we possibly can be. And the powers that be, they don't want you to step into that power. They don't want you to step into that true potential of who you are. So I'm saying it's actually, I don't want to say the word rebellion, but I'm saying it is a form of, if they want you to be fat and lazy, broke, poor, uneducated, well, here's the thing, you need to be all of the opposite of that, and that higher voice calls you in that direction. So I say, live out what is inside of you regardless of what people want. And I'm telling you, like, that feeling that you get whenever you have that conversation with people, you know, you level with them, I'm telling you, start speaking from your heart, dude, you will feel alive. When you start living in alignment with your true self, regardless of what people say, you are going to be feeling like you're walking around with an absolute fire inside of your chest. That fire that is dormant in so many of us, that used to exist whenever we as young children and kids, that's how to ignite that fire again, is by living close to that burning fire, living according to the truth, and it just resonates inside of us, man. And we just walk around with just an absolute all-consuming fire burning in our chest, and we're pumped, we're ready to go, like, what's up, love to conquer. Like, that feeling, man, is so important, just to, I mean, just even in mental health, man, just for who we are as an individual, to walk around with that fire inside of our chest all day long, knowing that we can take on anything, is the biggest gift that we can give ourselves and those people around us. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please share, like, and subscribe for more content. Hit the notification bell below so you can get all of my stuff that's coming out. If you guys like this video, then you're really going to like this next one. Go ahead and click on it. It's just going to give you that much more motivation and tools for the day. All right, guys, peace.